Hey guys, it's Sim and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited. So for decades, one constant in pro wrestling has been, well, pro wrestling talk shows and interview segments. Back in the 80s and 90s, we had The Barbershop and Piper's Pit. In the more modern era of wrestling, we've had The Highlight Reel and Miz TV. All these segments are considered quote-unquote sports entertainment type segments, and while AEW has said that they're going to be more sports-centric and not as much sports entertainment, yet now, AEW looks to be adding one of these quote-unquote sports entertainment style segments to Dynamite. According to Space Force 1 on Reddit, the same guy that has broke a lot of AEW stories on Reddit, most recently the Abaddon injury, leaks out details on a new talk show segment coming to AEW being hosted by one Britt Baker. The segment itself will be called The Waiting Room. The details are as followed, and I forgot to say it before, but if you don't want to know anymore, spoiler alert. Britt Baker has a new talk show style segment called The Waiting Room. The first episode features her scorching other talent before introducing her guests, Jack Evans and Angelico. She takes a shot at Aubrey Edwards about games, then mocks Eddie Kingston for styling his elbows and calling him the Green Power Ranger because of his outfit at Full Gear. She says the Bucks stole the titles from FTR. She says Cody doesn't have to worry about losing the TNT title because they'll just design another one for him, and that maybe it'll be called the Cartoon Network title. She then pranks the audience by faking an Oprah look under your seats giveaway. Evans and Angelico came out and go straight into the tag champs. Angelico says the Bucks are turning the tag division into their own vanity project. They complain about being held back and get less time on Dynamite than Brandy Rhodes and Brian Pillman Jr. They say they're tired of being shelved by the political process of AEW. They say they're going to climb to the top, and they're starting with Kazarian and Daniels as their first victims on their path towards beating the Bucks for the titles. They state that the Evans and Angelico stuff was pretty wooden and normal, but Britt was very well in the segment. Now, it is unclear exactly when this new waiting room talk show segment will begin, but if it was taped yesterday, then one would assume that it's probably taped for next week's episode of AEW Dynamite. So with that, if we do hear anything else on AEW adding a talk show segment to their shows with Dr. Britt Baker as the host, we'll have it for you right here on Pro Wrestling Unlimited. But that's going to do it for this episode. Remember to comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe right here on YouTube.